Joining me now is Jidong Huang. He's an Associate Professor of Health Policy and Behavioural Sciences in the School of Public Health at Georgia State University. Thank you very much for your time. Now, the tobacco industry is a far greater threat than many realise in terms of the pollution it emits. Why is that?
The life cycle of tobacco has tremendous harm on our environment and the space that we live. For example, tobacco growing, including the cultivation and curing, leads to deforestation, soil degradation, and water depletion. And tobacco manufacturing and production involves use of toxic chemicals and emission of greenhouse gases and other waste, which contributes to global warming. Specifically, the processing and manufacturing of tobacco releases more than 80 million tons of carbon dioxide into the environment each year. In addition, tobacco consumption pollutes the air that we breathe and leaves residual nicotine and other harmful chemicals on indoor surfaces, and thereby exposing non-smokers to secondhand and third-hand smoke toxins. Last but not the least, cigarette butts and other forms of tobacco product waste generated as a result of tobacco consumption pollute rivers, oceans, and poison marine life and contaminate waterways and our living space. So the bottom line is the tobacco harms the environment and our planet at every stage of its life cycle.
And of course, we know it certainly harms people. And as we just learned in that report, tobacco kills more than 8 million people every year. Surely it's going to take more than one day a year to spread awareness and tackle this widespread addiction. What more can be done, do you think?
Well, we have decades of research to show effectiveness of tobacco control policies, including raising tobacco taxation to raise the retail price of cigarettes, and implementing strong and comprehensive smoke-free air policies, and provide low-cost and free smoking cessation services to smokers, and educating the public via effective and hard-hitting media campaigns, and warning the public about the danger of cigarette smoking, including implementing large graphic warning labels.
And of course, China is one of those countries, just like many other countries, where smoking is widespread and very popular. How is China trying to decrease the number of people who smoke or discourage the younger generations from taking up smoking?
Yes, so China has ratified the World Health Organization's framework on tobacco and control back in the early 2000s. Since then, China has taken steps to curb cigarette smoking in China, including implementing smoke-free air policies. Although the implementation and enforcement of smoke-free policies vary greatly across regions and across localities, in addition to that, China has also raised its cigarette tax twice, the first time in 2009 and second time in 2015. China has also increasingly emphasizing the providing smoking cessation services to smokers, as your reporters reported earlier. So China has been taking steps to try to reduce cigarette smoking in China. However, the problem is that the overall smoking prevalence is still at 26%, higher than the 20% goal set by the 2030 Healthy China plan. Therefore, there are still a long way for the China to go in terms of reducing the tobacco use in its population.
All right, Jidong, that's all the time we have for right now. Jidong Huang from Georgia State University, thank you.
Thank you for having me.